Guys, remember this? I'm using the 20-ton press to split the cores on motors to get the copper out of them. Use the 20-ton and let's see where I'm at. Right, this is the portion of the press that comes down, and it's about 1.5 inches, maybe a 1/16 or so over. And there's the little axe head right there. Whoops, that's a little close, huh? Right, where's my finger? Right there, anyhow, it's right there. And that's what we want to do, is make something for that today, and we'll see what happens. Be back. So on that same note, guys, this is my 4.5-inch bandsaw here. And this is a short piece of, appears to be like a 1.5 inch plus ID black iron pipe. It's seam type pipe. So I'm going to cut about a 1.5 inch piece off of it, as a matter of fact, is what we're going to attempt to do here. So the bandsaw should give me a fairly straight cut, and if not, we'll dress it a little bit. So let me fire this up and we'll get going. So that'll keep going by itself, and it's already, the handle's weighted over here. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. It looks like it's running straight. This is not the quickest tool in the world, but it usually does a pretty quick cut. Alright guys, I'm a little over halfway through here. I'm putting the weight on it. Well, that was that, wasn't it? It's a little hot. Guys, we're just going to dress this a little bit on the belt sander. Guys, this is what I'm going to try. Now, this axe head isn't exactly what we call plumb, but I think it'll work. So we're going to give her a go right there. Be back. Alright guys, we're going to use the little welder. It's a Lincoln WeldPak 100, and we're going to make multiple passes. And hopefully we can keep everything square in the world. So let's see what happens. I'll be right. Hey, what was that? Well, that definitely isn't pretty. I need a little bit more heat. Alright guys, there it is. It's not pretty. good enough for a tack. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to drill a hole through either this way or that way and go all the way through. Then I'll stick it on the press and drill a hole through the rampart coming down. All right, be back. Well guys, I've made a slight design change in the support for the axe head. As you can see, this little spot right here, that's about 15 minutes worth of drilling. That is solid steel. It's on the bottom of this rack. It isn't part of the pump itself for the press. So my design change is going to be this. Okay guys, if you look here, this is a 5/16 bolt, 5/16 nut, and I've drilled it so this will, well, the hole's here, so the bolt can go into that and through it and hit on the pin that comes off the bottom of the press, because there's not going to be any pressure on this itself here, because that pin goes in here and we're pushing it, still pushing on top of the axe head, and this is merely a retaining ring, so to speak. And I'll put a bolt on each side of that, tighten it down when I go to chop a transformer or something like that, or a motor winding. And that should, just all I'm trying to do with these is prevent the axe head from going to the floor, but it'll still have the pressure from here with the 20 tons onto the cutting edge itself. So that's in theory what we're going to do. So I'll get started here in a little while, and we'll put another couple tack welds on the nut, and that should hold us there long enough to get the bolt out, and then go do the one on the other side. All right, be back. All right guys, so give this a go. I do have a dust mask on, keep the particles out. And we're just going to do a couple tacks here real quick, and we'll be done. So that's all we need is a couple tacks. Again, these aren't supporting much, they're just holding the ring so it doesn't go to the floor. And we'll be able to pull that nut right out of there. Good deal. The bolt, sometimes it gets too hot and you can't get it out. So that one's basically done. And what we do is this. There's the next one. So I'll have one on each side, 180 out. And the holes, again, pre-built, pre-drilled. Okay. Alright guys, there's the finished project. Probably took 20 minutes to make this little ring. So this was cut on a bandsaw. It's 1.5 inches. The bolts are in the center here at 3/4 on both sides. And you can see the whole rack shakes, but that doesn't shake anywhere. So it won't fall off, and this is pushing on the top of this, so all this is doing is a retainer to keep it from falling off when there's no pressure on it. So I would call that a really good project, done really fast, and that'll save problems in the future. It may not be pretty, but it works. Alright guys, I thought maybe you'd like to see this thing work. So there it is. And this should split that and stay right where it's at without going to the floor. Now the piece I'm splitting should go to the floor maybe. The splitting is the easy part. It's keeping it on the tool after it splits. Kind of long-winded. There it is. She split, it's still there. We can do this. There we go. So now we got the two pieces and the axe head's still there. So the cure fixed it. So I'm happy. I'm happy. All right, that's it for that one. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. All your comments and giving it that thumbs up. So thanks again for watching and come back again. Like the words say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, give a great comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get future notifications, and definitely come back.